25th, Brooklyn, Atlanta, Orlando, Indianapolis, Houston, and now,
Yeah.
Black Ink Radio.
Girl, I love it when you post that. Better got clothes on when you won't get back. Looking at you, wishing I was stroking that. Yeah, you got me thirsty. Wishing I was drinking that. Girl, you got me caught up in your thirst trap. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you look so good. Thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, I wanna. Oh, you got me. Hella all the emojis on your page for me. Slide in your DMs, can't let you get away from me. Tryna watch you do your thing for me. I know hella niggas try to name drop. Baby girl, I need that spot. Anything you need, I got. You looking like a drink on God, I'm thirsty, so thirsty. I see that OnlyFans link in your bio, but I don't mind, we can make a flick at any time, though. I can't speak on any other but my tongue. It's one of a kind, though. Girl, I got superpowers. I can eat you for hours. Thirsty, you know what you be doing when you post that shit up. Mind going crazy when I think of how you back that shit up. Caught up in your trap. It's so I'm caught up in your love. Girl, I love it when you post that. Really got clothes on when you won't get back. Looking at you, wishing I was stroking that. Yeah, you got me thirsty. Wishing I was drinking that. Girl, you got me caught up in your thirst trap. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you look so good. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, I wanna. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you got me. Caught up.
Yo, what's going on? This your man Big Coop right here, man. I'm with Black Ink Radio on behalf of the Notary. We gonna do some real special stuff tonight, man. It's the first time that we actually gonna play some music from some local artists. I'm not even gonna call them local. I'm gonna call them striving artists. That's a better word for it. I got my man Rich Mo on the side. That's gonna be my co-pilot today. I'm doing this solo dolo today, but this is what I do anyway. The song y'all just heard was Thirst Trap by Pleasure P, written by the Notary. Being that I'm talking and there's a gap in between, man, I just wanted to know, can we run that song back as I'm talking, man? Because that's our first placement, man. That's our first placement, and it's a big deal because at the end of the day, we looking to come here and partner with Black Ink Radio, the Notary. We're going to talk about music, relationships. We're going to talk about how to get in the music game, why financing yourself is so important and not just waiting for somebody to finance you. We're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff, life in general going into 2023. Like I said, it's your man Big Coop holding it down on behalf of the Notary. Hey, Rich Mo, let's bring that song back, man, called Thirst Trap, man. For all you thirsty cats out there, this for you.
Really got clothes on when you won't get back. Looking at you, wishing I was stroking that. Yeah, you got me thirsty. Wishing I was drinking that. Girl, you got me caught up in your thirst trap. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you look so good. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, I wanna. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you got me. Caught up. Hella all the emojis on your page for me. Slide in your DMs, can't let you get away from me. Tryna watch you do your thing for me. I know hella niggas try to name drop. Baby girl, I need that spot. Anything you need, I got. You looking like a drink on God, I'm thirsty, so thirsty. I see that OnlyFans link in your bio, but I don't mind, we can make a one of a kind, oh. Girl, I got superpowers. I can eat you for hours. Thirsty, you know what you be doing when you post that shit up. Mind going crazy, wanna think of how you back that shit up. Caught up in your trap, it's so I'm caught up in your love. Girl, I love it when you post that. Really got clothes on when you won't get back. Looking at you, wishing I was stroking that. Girl, you got me thirsty, wishing I was drinking that. Girl, you got me caught up in your thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you look so good. Thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, I wanna thirst trap, thirst trap, thirst trap. Oh, you got me caught up.
Yeah, like I said, we had to bring that back, man. Thirst Trap. That's a mean song right there, and it's actually our first single that we dropped, and we got a lot more to come. But on behalf of the Notary, man, we here with Black Ink, Big Mind, Big Impact Mindset. I hear this going in and out, Rich Mo. It probably was just that one time. It seemed like it got better.
Yeah, I hear you clearly. You ain't going in and out at all over here.
Okay, all right. So what I'm doing now, man, we're going to try something new, man. The first part of the show, we're going to talk about something serious, man. And the topic that we're going to run down is a lot of times we don't never think about when a parent is incarcerated, how do that affect the children? How do that affect the young man? How do that affect the young lady, the daughter, the son? Whether they 5 years old, 15 years old, whether they 25 years old, you know what I mean? How does that affect them? So that's what we want to talk about today. And I got my man Rich Mo. He going to co-pilot with me, yes, and we going to get into this, man. So with that being said, Rich Mo, do the introduction on who you are, man. A lot of people, you know, this is a big Jersey audience tonight. So okay. A lot of people don't really know who you are, man.
Well, you know, I'm Rich Mo. You feel me? I run Black Ink Radio. Also manage the shop, the Black Ink in Atlanta. I do music as well, you know. I got my pen game tight, you feel me? Also, you know, I'm just also an advocate for, you know, bettering our people, you know. So at the end of the day, you know, me and this brother got a lot of things in common when it comes to, you know, just wanting to do better for us, you know, and make sure that, you know, our youth is you know, on the right path, you know, just so that they, you know, do better than we did, you know, and that's just that. That's why I like this topic today, you feel me?
Okay.
I definitely like the topic because it's like, it's definitely going to hit home for a lot of people because a lot of people are affected by incarcerated people. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. So with that being said, speaking on those that was and still is incarcerated, man, I salute you if you came out here, man, and you making it happen, doing the right thing, turning your life around. Those that's still in there trying to come home, trying to make the right thing happen, I salute you too, man, because at the end of the day, I know how tempting it is for you to come home and do the same thing that put you back in there. You're looking for that fast dollar. You don't have time to be patient. You got the microwave mentality. Like, I need it right now, and I need it in 30 seconds. I need it in a minute, and I get it. It's things to do. You got to take care of your family. You got to take care of yourself. But at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with running a marathon. A lot of us sign up for the 100 and the 200 meter, but at the end of the day, marathon runners, they also get medals too. They also make it to the Olympics as well. It's not just the sprinters. So sometimes you got to take that sprint game and scale back and turn it into running the 400, running the 800. You got to scale it back, man, because if you put your plan together solid enough, it's going to come. So what we want to really talk about is those that's incarcerated, the parents that's actually incarcerated. And remember this. Everybody that's incarcerated didn't do the most gruesome thing to get locked up. So keep that in mind. So the past judgment, let's push that off to the side, because I know some people that was incarcerated for a year because they couldn't pay traffic tickets and they accumulated over and over and over. And they might have got just caught driving on a suspension list or whatever the case is. So they got to do a whole 364 days, a day short of a year. I know plenty of people, you know, that's actually in the county jail that's actually doing a bid based off of them having a ticket. And it just kept accumulating. So we're not going to pass judgment on anybody that's incarcerated. Let's talk. And it might be somebody out there that can listen and hear and take this information, and it might help them through. Starting with myself, man, those that know, I was a part of $1 million a month drug operation out of Atlantic City, New Jersey, with my man, Robert Midget Moley. And, you know, I ended up getting jammed up. I ended up doing, 9 years, but off and on, I probably did a total of 14 years of my life behind bars because I didn't get it right the first time. So I came back out and tried to get it right again. You know, that was the mentality. So what I'm saying is, while I was incarcerated, I didn't really think about my kids coming up to see me. My kids was coming up to see me, but they was actually going through the same searching procedures as the inmates was going through. So every time I get a visit, I might got a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old son or daughter, they got to get searched. The bags and whatever they bringing in got to get searched. The body got to get searched. They got a whole private room for visitors, and they have to get searched. And one day, one of my sons said to his mom, he don't want to come see me no more because he don't like the cops searching him. Now, we talking about somebody that's 10 and 11 years old at the time, saying that I don't want to go see my dad because I'm not a criminal and they shouldn't be searching me. When she told me that, man, you know how that made me feel, Rich Mo? That really made me feel like I was a deadbeat. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, he was absolutely right. He ain't committed crime. He's not even over 18, but he's getting searched just like he's an inmate. So at the end of the day, I go back to my cell. I'm thinking it over and over, and it hit me, man. Tears just started coming down. Like, damn, man. When I was running them streets, man, I didn't think of this side of the game. Right. Because I don't know no hustler out there planning on getting caught. I don't know no hustler out there that think he's not smart enough to make it happen where he won't get caught. I don't know no hustlers. All the hustlers I know, they think it's never going to end. You know what I mean? It's only going to end when I say it's going to end. But unfortunately, that ain't how the game works. So I just wanted to just let all the parents out there that's actually incarcerated, I just wanted to let y'all know that when y'all do come home, man, them babies going to love y'all the same, man. Them babies not going to leave. They not going to lose no love for you. They going to love y'all the same. So when you come home, don't come home feeling weird, feeling odd or anything like that. Man, get back into that parent mode and grab that young man and that young lady that might be attempting to go down that same path that you went down, because that's what one of my sons did. You know what I mean? Damn. Out of the 4 sons I have, one of them tried to take my path and just run with it. Hey, that's Big Coop's son. Oh, man, he going to be just like his dad. And he hearing that over and over and over to the point where he picked up drugs and said, hey, man, I can take off where my dad left off. And unfortunately, it ain't happened. You got the last name I carried. I tore the whole city up, the whole county up. And now you trying to do the same thing. Oh, they was waiting for you. They was waiting for you like an outfielder out there waiting for the ball to come. They was waiting for you. So when they jammed you up, the first thing they want to say is, hey, I know your dad. Your dad got locked up in these same cells. You know, they started reminding them. So at the end of the day, just be mindful that what you do as a parent, your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, the ones that's truly looking up to you, they looking to emulate you as well. Right. So we have to be careful on that. Now, here it is. I'm originally from Jersey. My man is New York. Am I right, Rich Mo? Yes, New York? Yep. You heard my story. Tell me a story that might be similar to my story, whether it happened with you, a family member, or whoever. I just want people to know, no matter if you're on the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, North, South, it happens to everybody, man.
Yeah, like similar for me, my father was getting locked up, so I was kind of like your son, but the difference was my father, he never wanted me to come visit him, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand it, but he just didn't want me to get that energy on me, from behind the wall, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't go visit him, but I did go visit somebody from my projects when I was young.
Wow.
You know, I went when I was around 17, 18. You had to be 18. I went when I was 18 because then I can go by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when I did it, when my father found out, I got in a lot of trouble. But to be honest, you know, I feel like it did rub off because I ended up getting locked up after that. You know what I'm saying? Like really closely after that. So it's just like, you know, like you said, you know, it can impact you when you see people doing that because the person that was behind bars, I thought what he was doing was cool. You know, he had got a kingpin charge, and I went in there to go see him. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
to me, it was like he was like a hero in my hood, and it was sad because, you know, now I'm glad that he's not promoting the same thing. But at the end of the day, you know, that's how it affected me and a lot of other people that, you know, was watching him and watching people like my father. So
okay,
yeah, that it happens to a lot of people, and it can happen anywhere. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't just a Jersey thing. It ain't just a New York thing. It's an everywhere thing. For real.
So with that being said, it is really a two-way street. Is that parent that's incarcerated, that's hearing the stories on the street. As soon as they call home, hey, you know your son out there doing this. You know your daughter out there doing this, and there's nothing you can do about it. Right. It's nothing. It ain't like you can just pick up a phone. Well, maybe now you can. There's all types of phones moving around, but naturally you can't just pick up a phone and say, man, put him on the phone. Let me talk to him. Right. You got to pray and hope that he or she don't get to the point where it's so deep that you can't pull them back, because guess what? You still got another 5 years to do. Right. You freshly in on 2 years, 3 years, and still got another 5 years to do. How are you going to be a parent behind the wall?
Especially if you can't inflict no damn punishment.
You can't inflict no punishment.
Yeah.
And what happens when you went in, that son or daughter was 12 years old, they 17 now. You've been in for 5 years and you got 3-4 more years to go. So what do you tell a 17-year-old and you behind a wall? What do you tell them except don't make the same mistakes I made?
And everybody think they could do better than you. No, I ain't going to make those mistakes. I'm smart. And then you end up right in the same place.
Listen, I witnessed the toughest, the baddest, the hustlers of the years from everywhere crying. When the lights went off, and they weren't crying because they was chumps. Crying because they just felt helpless. This was the first time they didn't have no control over making something happen. They was the ones taking care of the family. They was the ones home when somebody needed to go to college and they was $5,000 short. Somebody was being evicted. They was the ones that's coming home and hitting the home runs, and here you go, let me get you out of this jam. Let me get you out of that jam. Now behind walls, they can't do something as simple as sending $200 or $300 home to help out.
Hands tied behind their back.
Money got froze. Feds came down on them. RICO law came down on them. Snatched everything that they can snatch. So now something as simple as a pack of noodles, a Swiss roll, means something, has value to it. Something we won't even think about if we was on the outside. Something like taking tobacco, rolling it up in regular paper, whatever you can find, and smoking it. You was the man. Something that simple became something that was so much value or carried so much value, right? But on the streets, when you had the chance to really put value out there into your family, into your kids, you didn't do it. You thought your value was going to go put that money together to go get them $600 Jordans. You thought your value was making sure they look better than everybody in the neighborhood. Listen, that wasn't even a value that kid probably was even looking for. That kid still wanted to go to the park. That kid still wanted to play baseball. Right. We're talking about a 7-8-year-old. That kid wanted to do kid things. But you got caught up in your own world, so you brought them into your own world. So at the end of the day, that's what happened. At the end of the day, ain't nothing you can do about it. You feel where I'm coming from? Because now you're behind walls, and your job is to try to get from behind walls. Right. So with that being said, all you can do, man, is meditate, pray every day, and just say, man, just get me out of here before something happened that I don't have no control over. I'm telling you, that was the biggest fear. That was my biggest fear, of not having control over a situation outside of these walls. Inside the walls was cool. I knew who was who. I knew where they was from. I knew who was who you should talk to, who you shouldn't talk to. That was okay. I wasn't worried about that. I knew who was the goons. I knew who wasn't the goons. It was not knowing outside of them walls what was going to take place with your loved ones.
Right.
What you got to say on that, Rich?
Nah, I understand totally because, you know, I seen that in my father. You know, he couldn't help us. He couldn't do nothing for us. You feel me? And it's like you got to watch your family, you know, struggle. And then, like you said, we was young. You know, my mother by herself taking care of everything. So I seen that myself. So I understand like that's crazy. And people don't think about those things when they doing it. Because if you was thinking about that, the first thing you would be doing was trying to put some of that up. Right. Or trying to put it into something else. Right. That can help you not have to take that type of risk no more. Exactly. Because you have to realize when you are such a value to your family that you need to be around for that. Right. And people do not realize that at all. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's things to think about. Like you said, you know, how are you going to impact your family when the shit hits the fan? Exactly. You know, you're going to have your family in a bad situation. So I just think people need to think about that more when they taking these risks, you know? Right. And I know it's like, you know, I know it's like being a quarterback on Monday after the game. You know, after a Sunday game, you can see all the things you could have done, or whatever the case is. I know it's like calling the kettle black, because when you caught up in that life, you caught up in that life. Yeah. You know, and there's some moves that when you on the street, you don't realize that every second could have ended your life. But you so caught up in that life. Like, I'm back and forth to New York from Jersey, 2 hours away. I'm from South Jersey, so it's a 2-hour ride. Damn. And I'm on 125th. I'm on 185th on Wildworth, in the worst parts of the Bronx and the worst parts of Harlem, and, you know, and all that stuff. And I'm not even paying no attention. I'm just thinking like, man, they know me back at home. They know me here too. Right. Just thinking that the control that I have, the money that I'm making, the moves that I'm making, everybody know who I am when I walk into a club down in Jersey. Well, guess what? In New York, they didn't care who I was. Right. When I went to Baltimore, they didn't care who I was. When I went to Miami, they didn't care who I was. But because I had that mentality of being so caught up in the game, I felt like anywhere I go, y'all gonna roll down the red carpet. Right. So it's the same thing in prison. Yeah, I was a part of $1 million a month drug operation. Guess what? I'm in there with somebody that was doing a $10 million a week situation. Right. That ain't never coming home. Yeah. So how you was in your neighborhood is 100 other people around the country that was doing it 10 times bigger than you. Right. So at the end of the day, you have to create respect, even if respect don't even exist in that circle. In order for you to survive, in order for you to make it to come home to see your kids, you got to create some type of respect behind that wall. And I'm saying to all the parents that's out there, because I got a partner out here, he's doing something for the people that's in prison, helping them with their credit and all of that good stuff. So Financial Players, my man Trice. So when they come home, they don't have to get back in the streets. They're able to say, hey, man, I know more about credit. I can go get personal and business funding. Hey, I can go start the business, because there's a lot of geniuses locked up. There's a lot of people that didn't get a chance to use their talent, and a lot of people didn't realize what type of talent they had until they got locked up. So at the end of the day, it's just like utilizing that time. Those that's incarcerated, the parents, utilize that time. When I was walking around that track every day, I just said to myself, I'm in the University of Feds. I'm not incarcerated. I'm not locked up. They just protected me from all the snakes that's out there. That's how I looked at jail. I'm behind this wall with COs with guns and barbed wire fence, because they protecting this good soul from all them snakes outside of there. That's how I was thinking. But I had to, because I would have went crazy. Yeah, that's what you did to cope with it. My first bid, they knocked me over the head. My first bid. Damn. So when you hear people saying, you know, not to bring Young Thug up, but I got to bring him up. When you hear people talking about the Young Thug case, the YFM Lucci case, and what they can't do, what they not going to do, when you hear people say that, these are people that never been in front of that judge, and that judge is basically throwing up a coin up in the air and saying, tails, you getting 20 years, heads, you getting 15 years. They never been in front of a judge. Right. To say what a DA, what the federal government can't do to a rapper
that's caught and charged with the RICO.
Right.
So I'm saying for all the ones that don't know how this system works, don't roll the dice. Don't roll the dice, because what they're doing more and more, they showing you the bigger that they are out in the world, we can touch them too.
Yeah.
They sending messages.
Making examples.
So think about Young Thug is not hurting financially. His team that's around him, the attorneys and the managers, and they know how to go grab up $100 million. Guess how much $100 million is worth right now to Young Thug? Zero.
Right.
Zero. Because he don't have a bail. So it's not worth anything.
Money can't do nothing for you.
Money can't do nothing for you. And this is what they showing you when they got you behind them closed doors, that money can't do anything for you. And that's what I want the parents to know, because we got a lot of young parents, 25, 30 years old, that's incarcerated, that's getting ready to come home. And some of them getting ready to roll them same dices that put them down for 5 years, 6 years. Some of them learned their lesson. I say to the parents, if you didn't learn your lessons, do it for your kids. Your kids can't stand another year, 2 years without you. So do it for your kids. Understand that every time they was visiting them, they was checking and searching them just like they was incarcerated. Mm-hmm. So if it don't make sense to you, make it make sense for your kids. Because when I first came home, I was broke as a joke. I'm sleeping on couches. I'm trying to make it happen. Right. Man, my kids ain't caring nothing about none of that. Dad, where we going at? I'm driving. I got my own car. They ain't care nothing about none of that materialistic. They ain't care nothing. All they knew is that the dad was home and we going to have a ball.
Right.
So sometimes we get in our own way. We get in our own mind of saying we got to do this because our kids going to look at us different. No, they not. No, they not. You're looking at it the wrong way. Some of these kids just need a dad, just need a mom, just need a guardian. You their hero and you don't even realize it.
Yeah.
So you end up doing the same thing that got you in there because you're trying to buy their love instead of understanding that love is just unconditional with them. But you still trying to buy their love. And you go back for another bid. This time they smoke your boots with 15, 20 years. It's over.
And your kids done gave up after that one.
Kids done gave up. They grown. They got their own kids. So I just want to just put it out there, man, that sometimes we just get in our own way, man, and we go so hard, and it's so easy for us to say we're doing it for our family, we're doing it for our kids, but are we really? Right. Are we really? Because if you flip the side and say, if something go bad while I'm out in these streets, they're going to remove me from my kids. That should be enough motivation for you to say, I can't be doing it for my kids because if I get jammed up, they're going to remove me from my kids. So if that's what you need for motivation, then utilize that for motivation. Because at the end of the day, when that judge say this is what it is, ain't no turning back.
Right, it's over.
Ain't no turning back. All you can do is do time forward, moving forward. Ain't no turning back. They don't want to hear nothing about when you was in middle school, you got the honor roll and you was playing high school football. They don't want to hear none of that. When that judge hit the mallet or whatever, the time is moving forward now. And it's moving slow. A day in jail is like 3 days until you get situated. And normally when you get situated, you 2 or 3 years down.
Right, damn.
What you got to say on that, Rick?
Nah, I feel you, man, 100%. Like, you spitting some shit because at the end of the day, you're right. It's like if you really care about your kids, the most you could do is be there. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, you like you said, you trying to buy the love, but kid gonna love you regardless. Like all they want is to be around you.
Right.
You can say no, I can't do that, whatever. They gonna still love you because they love you. They don't care about what you can really do. They ain't everything.
You're right.
If you set that precedent early, where that's what you are, then yeah, they gonna want that.
Right.
Because you out here risking your life to provide shit that they really don't need. All they want is their parent, and they they probably get all that stuff up if they can get you back.
You're absolutely right.
It's crazy.
So with that being said, like I said, we got a 2-part show. I'm gonna end the first part with that because we want to get into a few artists and play some of their music and everything. And you know, we just want to highlight the artists. Like I said, this is the first time that I came on here to highlight artists. And normally, you know, we up here and we talking about some issues such as we doing now. But I thought the need to highlight some artists, especially from Jersey. I'm here in Atlanta, been here since 2012, and you always see artists being highlighted. And you can go on every other corner and see a studio or see a celeb that help, put you in the game or network with them. In Jersey, where we from, you just don't see it. We in South Jersey. We not in North Jersey. So they're not coming through unless they doing a concert in Atlantic City or, we had a club back then or a hall back then called Hangar 84. But other than that, none of the record labels are checking South Jersey for talent. But we going to change that. I'm going to put breaking news out there. Your man Big Coop getting ready to jump back into the music business. Y'all know me for the notary, the writing team and everything. But I'm personally getting ready to jump back into the music business as a coach. Meaning I have all the connects in the world. I got the ability to bring the connects together. And I just want to utilize that. So for all y'all promoters out there, I'm going to need y'all help. Because some of these artists are dope enough to be on these main stages with the same artists that you bring in. Kodak Black, Lil Durk, all these dope artists that y'all got and y'all bringing them on the shows. I'm going to need y'all help when I pick these certain artists from South Jersey for y'all to say, okay, Coop, he hot or she hot. Let's put them on the show. For all y'all artists, I'm going to need y'all to be serious about y'all business. If I ever inbox you with an opportunity and you don't take that opportunity, I'm going to treat you like an ex. You know what I mean? Ex anything, meaning it's no longer in your life. Because if I bring you an opportunity and you don't take advantage of it, that's a waste of my time. I'm going to keep it real with you. And I don't have time to waste. I trade stock. So all my time is important. So I'm just letting y'all know ahead of time. If I ever inbox you with some information about your artist, if you're a manager or if you're a promoter and you don't take advantage of it, Don't expect me to come back around. Don't expect me to spin the block. I'm gonna just keep that moving. So what I'm gonna do now, I need everybody to go to that YouTube that I put up, the link that I put up, because I'm probably gonna cut this live off, or the live going to cut off, because we getting ready to play music from the artist, and I got some of the bio that I'm gonna read off of this phone. So I'm not sure how it's gonna happen, but go to that link, that YouTube link that I sent, so you don't get lost. All right, I'm going to give you 2 seconds to go to that link because I'm going to have to switch on and off. I'm going to send it up again so y'all have it. Go to that YouTube link. The link is Black Ink Radio. Black Ink Radio. Go to the YouTube and you're going to see the only live link on Black Ink Radio, and click on that because I got to get off this phone because the artist sent me some bios and I want to read it. I want to give them the proper props and everything. Marty, what's up? Pete, what's up? Joe, what's up? Teresa, what's up? So go to that YouTube. I need everybody to go to that YouTube because it's going to be 4 artists on my highlight and 3 of them are from Cumberland County. 1 of them is from Pittsburgh. 4 artists on my highlight. I'm not even going to tell you the name until I play their music. But 4 of them on my highlight is from South Jersey, Cumberland County, and 1 of them is from Pittsburgh. So click that link. Somebody put in the chat if you can see that link on my page. If you can see the YouTube link on my page that I posted before I went live, put in the chat. I'm ready, Rich. Which one? Damn, you don't even know what name it is.
I know the name. I can see it. You want me to say it?
All right, hold on. All right, we getting ready to go. So I'm gonna get off of this so I can go ahead on and switch over to YouTube. So make sure y'all go on my link. I'm going to post it up again. Peace.
So you want me to tell you who's the first one?
Yeah.
His name is Young Hogg. Time Wasted.
Okay.
Let it go.
Should I say it first before you go?
I mean, it's up to you. I just said it.
Oh, you right, too. You right, too.
That's why I was asking if you want me to say it. You said you wasn't going to say it. But
all right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, all right. So let me say a couple words about this next artist, the first artist, the youngest of the crew. This artist that we getting ready to play now, man, his name is Young Hogg, man. Young, 19 years old, getting ready to be 20. Out of Cumberland County, New Jersey, man. For those that don't know about Cumberland County, New Jersey, man, we a small county that got about 160,000 people, and it's broken down into 3 cities, Millville, Vineland, and Bridgeton. And there's a lot of history between these 3 cities. There's a lot of rivalry. There's a lot of gang banging. There's a lot of NFL going on in South Jersey right now. Pop Pacheco, Jamil Demby, Marquise Bell. I just named 3 teams, Rams, Chiefs, and Cowboys, all in the NFL, and there's some more as well. Tyreen, go to University of Rutgers. I expect to see him in the NFL. So it's a lot going on that's cleaning up the environment in Cumberland County. Mike Trout, one of the best baseball players in the land, is from Millville, New Jersey. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on. And we got a lot of people that's not in the sports that's doing great things. Attorneys, doctors, nurses. It's just growing. So this first artist is the youngest in charge. He go by the name of Young Hogg, man. Young Hogg. And I got somebody that really want to work with him, management-wise. And I just need you to do the right thing out there, Hogg, man, and stay out of trouble, man, and just know that it's people that believe in you, man, and all you got to do is do the right thing, and them doors is going to open for you. So the first song, the first artist is Young Hogg. Let's let it spin.
Baby, you made this?
What's been on my mind? Niggas on me, don't say all the so much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted, I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your feelings up. Rockin' J's, I keep it wild, I gotta keep it sad. Cold hearted under my shirt, that's where the heat at. Some people say they cut me off, fuck it, I needed that. Real bros ain't counting favors, I don't need it back. It's motivation in the struggle, see it in my eyes. And I keep thinking about the people I got in the sky. A nigga ever disrespect me, I'ma let it fly. These hollows, let them fly, better hope be on your side. Just keep it real, you don't got put on the front for me. The ones I love the most, they turn it back, thought they was stuck on me. Been feeling too much pain to make my heart sting like a bumblebee. And I don't want the love, just stay around and keep me company. So much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted, I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your
gotta keep my head up, they won't snipe me like I'm Wesley. Rather buy my mama house before I buy Giuseppe. My life again, but we could bet it all that you won't take it. They saying that you wasn't great, but all it took was patience. We straight from the gutter, we straight from the mud. I come from the city where they never showing love. They rather backdoor you, they rather ride the plug. You could say you love me, but it was what it was. We ain't switching up for shit, we sticking to the basics. I was in the trenches, dodging bullets like the Matrix. I don't fuck with niggas, they be feeling like I'm racist. All black when I'm scheming, getting money, gotta chase it. So much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted, I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your feelings up.
Hogg right there, that's Young Hogg. 19 years old, man. Cumberland County, South Jersey finest, man. Like I said, he got some strong people looking at him, looking to back him. They just want to know that he's going to be a great investment. They not talking about his talent. They not challenging or debating his talent. He actually write his own hooks, sing his own hooks. And the second artist is dope too. He was featured in there, but Hogg is the first one. So he write his own hooks, sing his own hooks, and write his own lyrics, man. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to see. Give it up. Give it up. Can we get a hand clap? Can we get a hand clap? Yes, sir.
I definitely like his music. I like the diversity of it. You know, it was cool, man. I definitely fuck with it.
Oh, good stuff. That's coming from a dope artist itself, which some of y'all don't know. Rich Mo is
Let's go.
We gonna get to it. Who we got next? Because somebody I gotta read. I already know I gotta read a long bio.
We got Mighty.
Oh
Song
man.
called Memories.
Can we skip him right now?
You want to skip him?
Yeah. He near and dear to my heart, man. That's 8 Boy Mighty. He near and dear to my heart, man. I need to skip him right now.
We can go with Von J.
Oh man, let's go with Von J. Before we hit Von J, let me read some things on Von J, man. First of all, she's a dope female, right? And Cumberland County did a video basically saying I'm from Cumberland County, bitch. You know what I mean? That was the name of the song. And what they did was took a whole lot of different artists throughout Cumberland County, and it was like one of them back in the days, you know, We Are the World, but on a rap tip. You know, or self-destruction, but on a rap tip.
Yeah, like a crew song.
Yeah. So she like I said, she's fire, man. And I don't know how many artists was actually on this song. It probably was a 30-minute song or something. I'm just joking. But I don't know how many artists on the song, but she outshined a whole lot of men on that song. You know what I mean? And we not just saying this because she's a female. We saying this because her lyrics said it. And
she had it.
And I had people from North Jersey calling me. My man Radio, he hit me up like, who that female? Yo, she murdered the game. Now, we can't take that lightly because the cats that was on there, the fellas, the dudes that was on there was fire. So if I'm telling you how fire she was amongst wolves, trust Big Coop. I ain't gonna just say this to say this. So let me read her bio. It is long, so I'm gonna cut through it. Now, she's born in Camden, New Jersey. They call that CMD. You know what I mean?
Right.
You probably already heard about CMD. It's a city that got the same amount of people as Vineland do, but it's man. Back in the day, it was 10 times worse because it's only 5 minutes from Philly. It's just a cross over the bridge and everything. But let me hit her real quick. She was born in Camden, growing up in a foster system. She said it was a challenge within herself. I was adopted at 6 years old, only for my adopted mother to pass away. I began writing rhymes at 6 years old and kept compositive books. I never told anyone my new talent. I kept it myself. Watching BET 106 in Park helped me to develop my talent and was a daily escape. My day-to-day struggles with molestation and rape drove me to go harder with my lyrics until one day I exploded and ended up doing 10 years in prison. We was just talking about that at the age of 12 for murder. Throughout, I didn't know that about her, so I'm surprised reading this. It got tears coming out as I'm reading it. Throughout my whole bid, I grew closer to God, wrote lyrics, every day performed on the cell blocks, every day for cops and inmates, and everyone told me I was going to make it. When I came home, I changed my life. I just needed someone to believe in me. At this current day, I'm doing interviews, mentoring kids, on my own business called Von Time. And I published 3 mixtapes and 1 album that had brought me a long way of life of fans and that hear my story, don't judge, but use my story as an outlet. I can claim today that you're looking at one of the greatest, and we just spoke about that whole thing. I did not read this bio ahead of time. I didn't know she was going to say this. I salute you, Von. You dope. Von J, you are fire. And I have even more respect for you because I didn't know any of this about you. We was running late today, so this is my first time reading your bio. So I salute you, and you one of the ones that they should be looking up to, trying to come home and do the right thing. This is Von J.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
That's so underrated. I put in work, ain't nothing motivated.
Hold on. You know what? I gotta bring this motherfucker back. Alright. Pop your shit. One like
that we get a 69 instead. We'll get out some feelings. We're not calling 369. Married with money, never been carrying. Down with the sheriff. My vibe is addictive. It means no payment. I step with the truth and what if he did. Pussy dirty is an understatement. Snatching souls up like an undertaker.
Down beats, you a fool, nigga.
He said he been dreaming that we did a 69. I said, well, get out your feelings. Get out. Do not come between 6 and 9. I'm married to money, ain't never been caring. Ain't down with the sharing. My Bobby's addicted, ain't many comparing. I stay with the truth even when they be daring. Pussy fairy is an understatement. Snatching souls up like an undertaker. He gave me bands, that's an underpayment. I put in work, ain't up for no debate. These bitches is lying, these bitches ain't trying. I'm giving them throat, I'm giving them body, I'm giving them ass. He calling me Bonnie, I'm calling him Clyde. He wanna slide, I tell him pull up. Now he in the gut, see him in public, I stay in the cut. He like, what's up? I'm like, oh hi. He like, yo bro, yo, this is Vaughn. I do the dash from these niggas, I running fast from these niggas, I get the bag on these niggas, I throw that ass on these niggas, I gripping it, twerking it, jerking it, working it, riding, no killing the vibing it, riding, no killing the vibing it. I do the dash from these niggas, I running fast from these niggas, I get the bag on these niggas, I throw that ass on these niggas, I gripping it, twerking it, jerking it, surfing it, riding and killing the vibing it, riding, no killing the vibing it. Different breed, so it's different fun. Different tree, so a different blunt. Hate on me, I ain't really touched. No, I can't be moved, I'm a different son. Natural baddie with some natural buns. If you ever had me, know it's number one. When a pussy grab, you know you finna come. When a pussy grab, pussy fairy is an understatement. Snatching souls up like an undertaker. He gave me bands, that's an underpayment. I put in work, ain't up for no debate. These bitches is lying, these bitches ain't trying. I'm giving them throat, I'm giving them body, I'm giving them ass. He calling me Bonnie, I'm calling him Clyde. He wanna slide, tell him pull up. Now he in the gut, see him in public, I stay in the cut. He like, what's up? I'm like, oh hi. He like, yo bro, yo, this is Vaughn. I do the dash from these niggas, I running fast from these niggas, I get the bag on these niggas, I throw that ass on these niggas, I gripping it, twerking it, jerking it, working it, riding, no killing the vibing it, riding, no killing the vibing it. I do the dash from these niggas, I running fast from these niggas, I get the bag on these niggas, I throw that ass on these niggas, I gripping it.
What the hell happened? What the fuck? What you doing with the handcuff, bro?
She took all my shit.
Working it, jerking it, surfing it, riding and killing the vibing it, riding, no killing the vibing it.
Got him. And that was Von J right there, man. That's why y'all gotta be careful and don't get set up by these females out there. That's what I got out their video. But like I said, she's a lyricist, man, and she's definitely dope, man. Next up, we gonna go with my man Cousin Munch. Let me read a little something about Cousin Munch. Now, this brother right here, man. This is my brother, man. My brother E, he been up here a couple times and everything. But this is right hand man. They was in the feds together. And when Cousin Munch was locked up, I think he was only 18, 19. They hit him with a nice little bid. But Cousin Munch was raised on the streets of Pittsburgh. He illustrates through his music the rough upbringing he had and how to make this transition from out the streets after serving 12 years in the feds. He honed his skills, motivating the men from all over, and he's bringing the same energy to the streets. Now, the reason he's a special individual because he's a smart individual. He was in there running the gangs in the whole nine, and he switched that around, and now he into funding and to getting his business right and everything. If y'all know about me, I'm into personal and business funding. My whole team is about that, and he's one of them. So he's a very, very... When we say street, we got to understand everybody in the streets not on the same level. That's why you got corner boys and that's why you got big boys. He's one of them cats that can move a whole movement, a whole crowd and everything. And like I said, they got a lot of respect for him behind that wall and outside of that wall. So this is Cousin Munch right here. I don't know which track you going to play. I know I gave you two of them.
It don't compare.
Okay, that's it don't compare.
Yeah.
Cousin Munch. From Pittsburgh, PA, my man.
Let's go.
Pablo crazy for this motherfucker.
Hey. The keyway. It's cousin.
They want a gangster, well nigga, it gotta be. Stood on the block with the killers, they died with me. All of my hitters, you know they gon' slide with me. Taking the charge, nah nigga declining it. Coke in the pot, making it still with them hundreds at. You don't want none of that. Killers will pull up on side of the route and go follow you out with your bitch. You screaming it's beef and you thinking it's sweet, but you probably gon' die cause you think with your dick. I was just getting it on, moving them zones, breaking down all the rules. I was the kid in the lobby, writing the body, bringing the pounds in the school. I'm keeping it real, not dealing with fake. You getting this money, I give him a play. My brother ain't trust him, he said he's a buster, so I remixed it and hit it with shade. The members is coming, ain't none of that. In search of the drama, they loving that. And Father, forgive them, cause all of them victims, wherever you send them, I'm sorry, ain't none of them coming back. 100 round drum with a gun, yeah, come attack. Haters go dumb with the drum, and I'm loving that. And they gon' come where you from, yeah, we done with that. If you gon' come where I'm from, yeah, we done with that. Gangsta with nigga, it gotta be. Stood on the block with the killers, they died with me. All of my hitters, you know they gon' slide with me. Taking the charge, nah, nigga declining it. Coking a pot, making it cook. All of them lames, they faking they shook. Why you keep screaming this love for your hood, but you don't put money on none of they books? Look, my members convicted, I never forget on my nigga, I'm stating the fact. I know your big homie, that nigga a phony. He walk in the yard with a rat. Grab the pick of the litter, I bet I deliver. They know I'm the one out the bunch. Yeah, I put that on general, standing on principle. Don't you compare him to Munch. Where my money at? My hitters gon' drop you a running back. I've been in the field like a running back. The land of the steel where them hunters at. You don't want none of that. Killers will pull up on side of the route and gon' follow you out with your bitch. You screaming it's beef and you thinking it's sweet, but you probably gon' die cause you think with your dick.
To his next one, as I'm talking, man, I'm just getting a text from my son Derek. He came up with me in the music. He just texted me and said, Munch music is ice. He put an ice face. I was gonna say fire, but he put an ice face on there. My son Derek,
cold.
Man, he was the president of the coldest movement we had in Jersey, man. He was the president. They call him Checkmate, and he got a real good ear for music. So I appreciate you on that, Derek, for hitting me up and everything. We going to his next song, man. This cousin Munch.
Wait.
I sent you two. You probably don't have the name.
I don't. Let me see.
Yeah. You should have two of them on there. My bad for not adding.
No, it's only one.
There's only one.
Only one in that email for him, and then
I know I just sent another one came through, right? From 8 Boy.
8 Boy, yeah.
Okay, so you should have two from 8 Boy. One I sent earlier.
Well, no, because remember we just played 3 people.
Okay.
We played Vaughn. We only have 4. We played Young Hogg. We played Vaughn, and we played Munch. That was 3 of the emails, and we held off on Mighty. We held off on.
Okay, so the one you played for Munch.
Yeah, I only got that one from Munch, and I got the one from Cousin Munch. I got the one from Vaughn J, the one from Mighty, and the one from Young Hogg, and then the one you just sent me from the other person. Okay, so what we gonna do? We gonna flip flop. We going to my next man. My next man is 8 Boy Mighty, man. That's who I said near and dear to my heart. So I don't know which one you got queued up. One is a freestyle, and one is a Oh, so Mighty's the same person.
Yeah, yep. Okay. 8 Boy Mighty and Mighty is the same person.
All right, so I got the last one you just sent since that was I just clicked on that. So
okay, so we're going to that one. Let me say a couple things about my man Mighty, man. We gave him that name, Mighty Joe, man. He is a part of a strong movement out there called White Boys Movement, and White Boys Group, and it stands for Winning Hearts of Youth Through Entertainment. And he was one of the strongest artists we had on the team. And so we gave him that name, Mighty Joe. He turned it into 8 Boy Mighty. He's just a grizzly on the mic. His lyrics is not only strong but powerful. You're gonna feel it when he spit. I believe he can sing. I believe he can sing a love a love song, and it's going to sound like DMX. That's how strong his voice is. But I want to give a shout out to my man Mighty, man. Keep going, man. Your man Big Coop coming back into the music game as a coach, as a connector, as somebody that got a lot of experience about far as being around people that's in and out of the industry and the big playmakers, man. The people I got lined up right now to make things happen is unbelievable. But I need y'all to play your part as an artist, man. Listen, pay attention. Don't be hard-headed, man. Don't be thick-headed. Just pay attention, man. If I tell you you need to go get a credit profile and go get $150,000, Listen, go get a credit profile and go get $150,000, man, because your homeboys ain't putting no money in you, man. $2,000 ain't going to get it in the industry. So all your homeboys around you, if y'all really want to make a difference, I know y'all got 10 or more people around y'all. All 10 of y'all go get your credit right. Go pull some business funding, $100,000 a piece, and now you got $1 million. Dump it into one artist. Open the door for the rest of the artists. If y'all can understand what I keep telling you over and over, y'all won't have this problem. The only problem y'all have is lack of funding. Your talent is there, but you have lack of funding. So therefore, your social media ain't where it need to be. You should have a whole marketing team on social media. You should be playing on B radio stations. You got your A stations and you got your B stations. And it's a major difference because you can go get on 20 different B stations for $25,000, $30,000, where that $125,000 might just be enough for V103. Which is an A station. So understand the game, man, but understand what's more important in the game is having a budget so it can push you further and further. So like I said, when the notary is up here and we doing our podcast, this the info that we're going to be giving you. Not just how to get in the game, but how to sustain in the game. And having a budget is going to create sustainability for you to continue to get in the game and stay in the game. So with that being said, 8 Boy Mighty, let's go.
It's cook up shit, you heard? Flex gang in the building with that. 800. My nigga 8 Boy Mighty in this bitch. Mighty. Get busy. For sure. Hey, Mighty, talk to these motherfuckers. Let's go.
Niggas counting Mighty Joey smooth out with this ration. Hey. Nah, baby, we back in this bitch. Got Nino, got Rail, got Mac in this bitch. That's a 40, that's a got in the Mac in this bitch. Play dumb if you want, get slapped in this bitch. Talking both hands, boy, you get clapped in this bitch. High fives, you ain't getting dapped in this bitch. I'm like Wi-Fi, I'm everywhere you at in this bitch. Yes, took a big loss, had to get back in this bitch. No money fast, had to start stacking that shit. Moving too fast, almost had to crash in this bitch. Had to slow it down like we had egg in this. Big step around here, you better answer this. Yeah, ain't hard, I ain't with none of that capping that shit. Niggas say whatever the fuck they want about Joe, but one day them niggas now more rapping ass bitch. I don't need no bitch, I don't need no niggas. Only thing that I need is them M's. Nigga, I talk that shit, how I walk that shit. Niggas already know that I'm him. I go anywhere my little soul desires. Silent nigga always standing on 10. Don't get it fucked up, cause that's when they get fucked up. You don't wanna see Nino coming off the bench. Back on the wall, riding no matter the call. Smoke, bitch, we want it all. You niggas soft, screaming at you on the wall. Niggas do not want the sauce. I'ma get up close and personal. Witness me versus you. I'ma set this little bitch off. Niggas suggestion, go in another direction. And dummy, do not get involved. Cause if I get the black and I turn to Mike Jackson, they cleaning you off of the wall. Told you reluctantly you shouldn't fuck with me. This is effect to your call. They thought I was playing, but now it's no saving. I'm coming for each one of y'all. Ain't nowhere to hide with Mighty draw side. Niggas better call the law. Pussy, Mighty and Nino, we go back to back on them. He throw the beat up, then I sack a tackle. Smooth with the bitches, they love my vernacular. Once I get the bitches, no coming back for them. Super baby, I'm not no amateur. Shake the whole room, baby, try out the stamina. Ain't hearted for real, I am not one of them average ones. Original nigga, bitch, I am one of them. Mighty.
What the fuck, nigga? Mighty, what you done did to the booth, nigga?
Hey, that's 8 Boy Mighty, yo. I told you, man, his lyrics is hard, man. He got a lot of power behind his lyrics, man. 8 Boy Mighty, man, aka Mighty Joe, man, holding it down for the whole South Jersey. Like I said, man, jump behind some of these artists, man, and make it happen. All y'all lacking is finance. That's all you lacking. You're not lacking the ability to move forward in life. You just lacking the finances that's gonna help you move forward in life. What song we got next? Because I just sent you another one from Joseph. Cousin Munch. And you also got one from
I got one
Mighty.
more from Mighty.
What's the title?
Memories.
Oh, this next one called Memories, man. He just sent me this, man. I like this. I'm really feeling this right here. Memories, man. Listen at these lyrics. 8 Boy.
Joseph, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real with you. Mighty is what they call you. You've been coming here for the last 2 months now, and it's nothing. Completely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You see this? I got notes full of empty paper. Nothing. You're gonna have to give me something. I mean, you're court appointed. You come when you're supposed to. You stay however long you're supposed to. But you're coming here and you give me nothing. You gotta give me something to bring back to the court, Mighty. Anything. How was your day today? What's the weather like to you? When was the last time you seen your girl smile? Tell me something, Mighty. Come on. I'll tell you something. Dealing with some shit. Some real shit. Real shit. I'm listening.
Pain. So much pain. Turn me up, Don. Memories. Look, I've been through a lot of shit, I ain't gon' lie about it. But that milk been spilled, so I won't cry about it. But sometimes I get to thinking in my mind about it. Cause some shit still sting, I ain't gon' lie about it. You ever remember them times when you was going through and you ain't had the slightest clue on what the fuck to do? Couldn't stand still, so you gotta stick and move. Focus on the fucking win because you couldn't afford to lose. I was there so many times, shit, I lost count. Trying to keep it all together before I spazzed out. Family, I would've risked it all for, left me assed out. That type of shit'll play your mind sitting on that damn couch. I told myself I gotta get it, can't be man down. You either wanna be broke or the cash cow. So I'm on the cash route, trying not to crash out. Cause JG Wentworth, bitch, I need my cash now. It was never sunny days, it was thunderstorms. Soon as I thought I was catching a break, man, it was fucking pour. You ever ask niggas for help, felt like a fucking bother. You ever lie about being hungry, knowing you fucking starved? You ever had to take your last and you make it stretch? Knowing once that shit is gone, there won't be nothing left. They say life is a lesson, struggle's just a test. But you don't know about that shit when you fucking stress. You ever put your best foot forward and you still trip? But you numb to it all cause you don't feel shit. Ever heard niggas say a lie and say it's real shit? But they get mad when they the ones you wanna build with. Have niggas ever wished you bad and you wish them well? That pain weigh heavy on your brain, I know that shit too well. They only love you when you dead and you gone, but when you here, they avoid you like you did niggas wrong. You try to see the big picture as best as you can. Even when you giving up, you still stick to the plan. But you was taught that hard times never really last. But it make no sense because hard times is all you ever had. How you ever seen the good from the fucking bad? When every time you turn around, shit going fucking bad. That type of pain that drive you crazy, make you fucking mad. Make you put the nearest op in a fucking pack. No matter what, I held it down and stayed true to my name. Got it out the mud without no love, I just tucked all the pain. I learned my worth by putting in work, that shit'll make you change. Have you look at everybody like they fucking strange? I told myself I'm gonna make it, nigga, that was that. And once I made it out, I'm never coming fucking back. I took some time to spill my thoughts, I'm boy mighty, my nigga, I just spilled up my heart. These my memories. Damn. In the 8 we trust, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, that was my man, Mighty Joe, a.k.a. 8-Boy Mighty, man. I told you, he's real grizzly with his lyrics, man. You can feel it in your bones. You can feel it in your veins, man. Hey, this Cumberland County finest, man. We got a whole lot more in Cumberland County. These ain't the only ones. I kind of did a cheat sheet. I inboxed them instead of putting it on the page or whatever. This week, I'm going to put it on the page, man. And we can only take like 4 artists, 5 at the most, because we don't have a lot of time. So when y'all see me post, y'all hit my inbox and I'll show y'all how y'all can get on this show. I think we got another one from my man Munch.
Yes, sir.
We got another one. We got another one. We got till 9:30, man. We gonna run that, man. What is it called again?
It's called Table Work.
Table Work. Y'all already know what that's about, man. Cousin Munch from Pittsburgh, PA.
Matter of fact, they on their way.
Somebody's gonna put Benita on the last time.
Nah, fuck no, nigga. We on the fatty, nigga. That nigga talk about Benita. Nigga, remember back in the day when niggas used to fucking put the quiet around? Snap on this one. Hey, couple hundred. Yeah.
You got the drop on him.
Stop real shit.
We gonna go get this motherfucker today.
Let me show you how to shift that. All you niggas get back. Stuff it in the bag with the label trying to ship that. Point me where they sick at. I know how to fix that. Betting all them bricks around my niggas trying to get that.
I just copped a couple 100 grams, nigga, a hard white. Gotta break and bag it up, or it's gonna be a long night. I
sip it to perfection. Listen, cousin, never play with work. You should pay attention if you never did no table work. I'm talking a couple straws, a deck of cards, and fentanyl. If Munch involved, it must be raw. The only thing I'm serving, dog. When it's in my blender, please remember, ain't no smoking weed. Overdosing in the neighborhood, well then you know it's me. Vacuum sealed them packs for real, I kept it in my stash pot. Baking soda, whipping Yoda, coda in my glass pot. I was on the corner flipping quarters with that have-nots. Making all the orders, get your order, I'm the mascot. His cousin, get him off me, Mr. Coffee, that's my number one. Talking about my blender and the sifter, you should order one. Listen, pay attention, let me show you what to do with that. You grind it with the time and then you tap it for remove the cap. We ain't taking losses, all that smoke, that's like a couple grams. Don't forget my scotch tape, and make sure you got rubber bands. Nigga super stupid, got the stamp from Staple, 100 grand. But it was super booming, couldn't refuse it, nigga, come again. Shooter said he loved it, but the sniffer said the shit was bland. Got a little Roxy and some Moxies and a couple Zans. This gon' take some hours, listen, cousin, never play with work. And you should pay attention if you never did no table work. I just copped a couple 100 grams, nigga, all white. Gotta break it, nag it up, but it's gon' be a long night. I sip it to perfection, listen, cousin, never play with work. You should pay attention if you never did no table work. I'm talking a couple straws, a deck of cards, and fentanyl. If Munch involved, it must be raw. The only thing I'm serving, dog. When it's in my blender, please remember, ain't no smoking weed. Overdosing in the neighborhood, well then you know it's me.
Show you how to shift that. All you niggas get back. Stuff it in the bag with the label trying to ship that. Point me where they sick at. I know how to fix that. Fetting all them bricks are all my niggas trying to get that. Look. Grams. A couple 100 grams. A couple 100 grams. A couple 100 grams. Yeah.
I just copped a couple 100 grams, nigga, all white. Gotta break and nag it up, but it's gonna be a
man,
long
oh
night.
man. Man, oh man. We got a problem. We got a problem here. We got a problem. That's Cousin Munch. We got a problem. While I'm speaking, man, it's the last one. Let's bring up Young Hogg again. I like that song too, man. And I'm gonna continue to talk about my man, Munch. You cold, man. Like my son just texted me. He said, you cold, man. I didn't know you had that second one in you. I knew you had that first one in you, but I didn't know you had that second one in you. Munch. Yeah, we got to talk, man. It's time to make it happen because you are one of the ones that took the right advice, man, to go get your funding right and everything. So the next move is to just line you up with the right people in the industry, man, and lay down what you need to lay down, man. You know what I mean? That's the next move because lyrically, I can't say nothing about none of y'all on here. Y'all lyrics is there. Your energy is there, the whole nine. But moving forward, like I said, we got to create that budget, man. We got all the contacts in the world. Just got to create that budget. You should be on the radio. You should be doing shows. You should have a marketing guru behind your social media page. Like all the stuff that regular street dudes don't think about. In the industry, it's a business, man. Your business come before your talent. Trust me. That's why you hear people on the radio that you saying, man, I know I'm hotter than him. It's not how hot you are all the time. It's, are you marketable? Do you have your business right? Do you have your team right? It's not just how hard you are. So get out of that mindset because there's a lot of artists out there that a lot of street artists is hotter than. But guess what? All the right things is happening for them because they got the right people around them. Just like in the NBA, you see NBA players and you saying, man, out of them 12 players or 15 players on the team, only 4 of them hot. I know somebody in the hood can beat them. You're right. But the one in the hood ain't doing the right thing to get there. So remember that, man. Don't sit on the sideline and tell the world on how hot you are or who you hotter than. Hotter than. Show them. It's just that simple.
That's why, you told them I'm hot, after this video on the way out, I want to play you my latest video,
Okay.
On the way out, you know what I'm saying?
You know I like your stuff anyway, man.
But you ain't
I wouldn't care if you played 5 of them. I enjoy your music, bro.
Yeah, definitely. No, I know, but I'm just saying, you're right. You got to show them.
So before you play that, because this an ongoing thing. I was testing this out, and I came up here by myself. Normally, you're going to see a team. You're going to see a lot of notary shirts and notary energy going on. But
Right,
I came up here by myself because I just believe I'm the shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't nothing I can't do. I caught an Uber up here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
After having a $4,000 trading day. You feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, man, it's who you are and who you put out there to the rest of the people that don't know who you are. You understand that energy? If you don't put that energy out to the people that don't know who you are, then you're just going to be the best who you can be in front of those that know who you are.
Facts.
That don't count but for so long, man.
Right.
So with that being said, man, how you think this will run if we continue to do this, whether it's once a week, every other week or whatever, as far as the first part, we're going to handle business about what's going on in life. And then the second part, we're going to get down to business with the music and the entertainment. What you feel about this, Rich Mo, coming from an expert point of view?
Well, I think it's real good because at the end of the day, you entertaining two audiences. You know what I'm saying? With the first half, you're giving some knowledge. So you're going to have these artists that's honestly going to be sitting here waiting to hear their music and waiting to hear their music and having their peoples waiting to hear their music. What happens is now you got the audience waiting for the music, but they get the knowledge first, and then you play the music, and then you're giving them knowledge on their music. So at the end of the day, you're keeping the audience captivated. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing.
I like that.
So the fact that you put the business first, when you keeping the people waiting for the music, they're gonna have to listen to the business, and now they're getting knowledge that they would not have normally.
I like that.
So you're doing a great job.
It makes sense. And this hour and a half went so fast, man. It's crazy,
it did.
man.
It flew by.
So next up, you already heard him, youngest in charge, 19 years old, young Hogg. We gotta bring that song back. I'm just a sucker for melodies. When I hear rappers that can go hard lyrically and then come back with a hard melody, man, I think that just add to the song, man.
It does.
It really adds to the song, man, because you can be laid back and still be hood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we bringing them back, man. Youngest in charge, Cumberland County, New Jersey, young Hogg.
Baby, you made this?
What's been on my mind? Niggas on me, don't say all the story. So much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted. I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your feelings up. Rockin' J's, I keep it wild, I gotta keep it sad. Cold heart under my shirt, that's where the heat at. Some people say they cut me off, fuck it, I needed that. Real bros ain't counting favors, I don't need it back. It's motivation in the struggle, see it in my eyes. And I keep thinking about the people I got in the sky. A nigga ever disrespect me, I'ma let it fly. These hollows, let them fly, better hope be on your side. Just keep it real, you don't got put on the front for me. The ones I love the most, they turn it back, thought they was stuck on me. Been feeling too much pain to make my heart sting like a bumblebee. And I don't want the love, just stay around and keep me company. So much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted. I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your
Gotta keep my head up, they won't snipe me like I'm Wesley. Rather buy my mama house before I buy Giuseppe. My life again, but we could bet it all that you won't take it. They saying that you wasn't great, but all it took was patience. We straight from the gutter, we straight from the mud. I come from the city where they never showing love. They rather backdoor you, they rather ride the plug. You could say you love me, but it was what it was. We ain't switching up for shit, we sticking to the basics. I was in the trenches, dodging bullets like the Matrix. I don't fuck with niggas, they be feeling like I'm racist. All black when I'm scheming, getting money, gotta chase it.
So much been on my mind lately. Thinking about how they don't love me, got my mind racing. I look at 2021, see all the time wasted. Been on my grind lately, fake people that don't mind hating. Time wasted. I can't lie, it took a little love. The pain I put into my music took a little blood. The dirt I did deep in that water took a little mud. You wanna start loving somebody, get your feelings up.
Yeah. Yeah, so y'all know what it is, man. That was the youngest in charge right there, man. Young Hogg, man. That song got a crazy vibe to it, man. I just want to say thanks for tuning in, man. Once this link go live or I can repost it, y'all know I'm getting ready to spam y'all in y'all inboxes and on your phones. I need y'all to watch it and take these views up, and so we can keep doing this, man. The best thing to do is just highlight these artists, and then I got the ability to have the right people tuning in to listen at these artists. So why is it important to come on this show? Because once you come on this show, your video can forever be seen, and you can use that as a digital resume. So anytime you want to show somebody, oh, my music was played on Black Ink Radio, Big Impact Mindset, The Notary. Anytime you want to show somebody, you can just go to your YouTube and just put it up there, man. I'm getting all kind of phone texts, people telling me it's a dope lineup, and these is people that's truly in the game. This is my Notary family, and they saying it's a dope lineup. And listen, I'm gonna let y'all know I had 10 people, but I can only take 4 people. So we gonna figure this out, because is a lot of people that really need to be heard, man. And I'm telling you, I put it out there, man, and y'all jokers showed up, man. So I'm going to put it out there again. I don't know how fast the slot's going to go, but this time I'm going to just post it on the page. I cheated and went into your inbox. This my man Rich Mo right here, man. He's not just an engineer. He just don't run radio. He just don't run Black Ink Radio. He's the dude, man. He's from NY. He got a great heart, man. And you talking about somebody with lyrics? Oh, my goodness. You talking about somebody with a pen? You too humble, man. You too calm. Yo, when he ain't ever look, he humble right here, but he get off the mic, he a whole different animal, man. He a whole different animal. But he humble on the radio. But I want to thank you, bro, for you didn't know how this was going to go. You didn't even know the topic until 3 minutes of me being in here.
That's facts.
But that's how you gel with somebody that's real. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I always say, when you tell the truth, you don't have to think about what you're saying.
That's facts.
When you lie and you fake, you don't remember what the hell you said.
Shit, right?
So with that being said, man, I really appreciate you from the bottom of my heart, and I also appreciate you for giving us a chance.
Always.
I know all types of people trying to come in here and do their own show. And
not everybody's welcome. You know,
not everybody welcome. I appreciate you, bro, and whole Notary appreciate you, man.
I appreciate y'all.
And we still want you to link with us so we can do bigger and better things.
Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
Okay.
And let me know what the Notary think about this. This Rich Mo, money, cars, clothes. Let's go.
Okay. Listen at this, Notary.
Listen here, people. I've been on this earth 20 some odd years. So I know a little something about something when it comes to something. Seems like y'all niggas know nothing about nothing when it comes to nothing. Y'all frontin'. Me, it's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money, honey. If your money funny, I won't laugh at you. I pull out a stack, peel a couple, throw some cash at you. Snatch you, throw you under the wing. Showing up with the dream team is a wonderful thing. We pull up. Lambos and exotic cars turn Ford and road to Bourbon Street, nigga, Mardi Gras. Bitches flashing titties trying to pass the kitty. You gotta do a little more than that to get me. Cruise the city, top down, chick next to me. Everybody waving and smiling like they elected me. Eventually, Rich Mo for president. Natural born leader, I show you niggas who's relevant. They won't even question it, invest in it, vote. Buy my records and blast them, that's how you promote. They say they love me, but I know they wouldn't fuck with me if I was broke. So it's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money. Hit the strip club, ready to let it go. We perfected making singles go confetti flow. Make the club whisper, how much bread he blow? How much bread he got? You already know. You really ready to ride? Well, baby, let me know. I live the lavish life. Ready, set, go. If I like it, I buy it. I don't diet, I try it. No limit, I live it, I just get it. They need a reason, I tell them I just did it. By the time you niggas started, they tell you I just finished. Road to the riches, highway to the promised land. When you broke, every chick got a man. But when you rich and you ain't on that sucker shit, they all single, even married bitches sucking dick. They say they love me, but I know they wouldn't fuck with me if I was broke. It's all about the money, cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money, cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money, cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money, cars, clothes, hoes. That's all I know. It's all about the money.
And I seen that on IG. I liked it. Comment, put the firing on and everything.
I always appreciate the love, bro.
Yo, that's fire, man.
Thank you, man.
I hear that in the soundtrack. I hear that on the Power soundtrack. I hear that on the 50 Cent. Anything 50 Cent doing on a movie tip, I hear that on the soundtrack, man.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
I hear that, man. Power and Saving Cain, whatever. I don't know the name of them, but
right.
Whatever it's gangster that 50 Cent doing, that belong on there, man.
I appreciate that.
Because once again, it's coming hard, it's smooth, it's laid back, and there's a lot of truth to it.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Facts.
Let's keep it real, man. Don't no female want nobody broke. We can say, I'm real, I'm down to earth, and money don't mean, huh?
Right,
I'm gonna hold you down until he pull up in that Wraith and your bills is late. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Now you going with that nigga.
Yeah, so come on, let's keep it real. So all you doing is just laying it out there, man. You know what I mean?
And
yeah,
so I'm trying to tell the truth.
That's it.
And I want to be honest, man. Like the artist that you played tonight was so dope. It inspired me to want to play that shit. You feel me?
Wow.
A lot of times I sit back, I let everybody do what they do. I mind my business.
Right.
But I was just like, I like that lineup. So I said, you know what?
I appreciate that.
I feel like I want them to hear my shit too.
I appreciate that. That mean a lot, man. Can I get a hand clap, man? Come on, man. That means a lot, man. For Cumberland County out there listening, man, that came from Richmo. Look him up. Y'all see who he is. He said the lineup was dope. My man Apollo hit me up. One of the execs from the Notary said the lineup was dope. So, come on. Richmo can't just make this up, man.
Nah,
he is in his blood, man. It's in his blood, you know.
You got a lot of love in the group chat over here, too, man.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Apollo King. You know, shout out to Anthony Arthur.
Okay.
Shout out to 8-Boy Mighty. He jumped in the joint. Let's go hard.
I like that.
Shout out to Knicks. We go hard. You know what I mean?
I like that.
Shout out to, it's a few people that jumped in here that showed a lot of love. So, yeah, shout out to them. Everybody was commenting, telling what they liked. They liked all the music. So
wow.
Yeah.
So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop making it easy for y'all. Now that I know y'all don't have no problem going on YouTube, you're not going to see it on my live no more. All I'm going to do is promote it for 5 to 10 minutes on my live, promoting that link, sending it through your phone and putting it on my Facebook.
You want them to see the visual.
I want y'all to see the visual.
And they can hear it like live, you know,
exactly.
Right. And they like it. They loving it right now.
I like that.
A lot of love in here.
I like that. Now I'm going to do my work and do the aftermath of promotion. Okay. You know what I mean? And push the numbers and
I appreciate it, Knicks.
All
they
that.
said they like my joint. I appreciate that.
Good stuff,
Somebody
man.
called Knicks, we go hard.
Good stuff.
So, yeah, shout out to everybody that's on the live, man.
Oh, it sounds like we got some traction from South Jersey.
Over here, yeah. Shout out to Jersey, man. I'm from the Bronx, New York, but shout out to Jersey. I fuck with y'all.
I like that.
I always like Jersey, though. You feel me?
I like that. Man.
It's part of the tri-state.
I like that. I appreciate you, Richmond.
Definitely.
So on that note, man, we got to go ahead on and wrap it up, man. I want to continue to do this, man. I got to sit down with my team, the Notary, and see how we going to put this together and manage everything, because we got about 5 or 6 members. So I know everybody's not going to be able to make it at the same time, but we're going to see how we can put this together, because it's important, because the Notary is still climbing to get in these doors as well. You know what I mean? So it's not just we opening the doors for the next person, but we're looking to collaborate and get into these doors together. So keep that in mind, man, and I don't want this show to be the typical submit your music and we're going to critique your music, because what I don't like, somebody else might like. So It's not gonna be no critique in here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that show that you submit your music in and we gonna tell you what you need and what you don't need, or this is your music. Now behind closed doors we can keep it funky and we can make it happen, but it's not up to me in front of thousands of people to tell you what you don't have or what you lacking or anything like that. That's, to me, that's not what I want to do. What I will do is give you advice, and advice is get that money up, get that budget up. Yeah, that's advice all the way around the board.
And what I like about what you did was, you know, you read their bio, so you gave them, it's almost like giving them an interview. Yeah. You read their bio, so you gave the world, you know, insight on them, and then you played the music and you tell them how they was personal to you or what made you interested. So, you know, it is your platform, so it is up to you to have a personal relationship with these people, whether it be just something that you like or, you know what I mean? So I like how you did that.
In the bio, trust me, I'm in Atlanta, so everybody's doing some type of show where you can submit your music, you pay your money, submit your music. Number one, they not even playing your whole song. They playing like a minute of your song. Facts. They not even playing your whole song. Then they going to critique it. You're not going to like what they got to say. I'm reading your bio. I'm going to get into you. I'm going to allow the audience to get into you. Because like I said, Von J, I didn't know that about her. My respect goes through the roof right now for her. I already dug you for your lyrics, but now my respect goes through the roof. You know, some of the stuff Munch said I already knew because that's my brother. But at the end of the day, my respect still goes through the roof because I didn't know he had fire like that. So Munch, all of y'all was hot, man. The whole lineup was hot, man. I don't know how we gonna beat that, but the whole lineup was hot. So signing off, like I said, your man Big Coop. I'm coming back into the music game as a coach, as the connector, the whole nine. Atlanta already got everybody. They got coaches, they got managers, they got agents. We don't have nobody in Jersey, man. If y'all want me to come back in Jersey and put my foot down, y'all leave a comment on that YouTube. Yeah, I'm promoting too. Leave a comment on that YouTube that, yo, Coop, come back in the game. Just say, Coop, come back in the game. Leave a comment on that YouTube. I don't know if y'all jumped off already, but say, Coop, come back in the game, man. I'm coming back in the game with the notary in front, and we lining everybody up on the side of us, and we going through that damn door, man. The door is easy to go through. All you got to do is know the right people and have the right budget. I'm telling you some real shit. On that note, this your man, Big Coop, Big Impact Mindset, the notary, all in one. My man, Rich Mo, Black Ink Radio. We appreciate you. I love y'all. Y'all stay strong, and I'm going to promote the hell out of this video when it's all said and done. Peace.
You're now tuned in to Black Ink Radio.